Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
What's up, everybody? You excited about the Marion Barry statue that's about to debut? Glad you're with me. It's a Kevin Jackson Radio Show, KJRadio.com. That's right. A reason to celebrate during Black History Month. My first reference to Black History Month, and what are we, 5 days in? Look at me. I didn't even realize it. I need to turn in my Negro card. I forgot about Black History Month. I really did. I heard one reference to it earlier, and it dawned on me. I hadn't said it on the show. Black History Month. My month. Oh, man. What a month to debut the Marion Barry statue. While leftists have torn down historical statues of these white people that haven't suited their narratives, they build others. Yeah. The latest showcase to leftist loonyism. Is that a word? Oh, my goodness. I read this report. I could not believe. First of all, when they said they were going to build a statue to Marion Barry, I said, this is the pipe dream of a white dude. And it was. It was a white guy who said, we need to give a statue to Marion Barry. Look at everything he did for D.C. Yeah, okay, all right. There's a periodical called D.C. Curbed. And here's what they said. In November 2014, former D.C. Mayor Marion Barry Jr. passed away at the age of 78. And since then, there have been plans to memorialize him with a statue. The $300,000, 8-foot-tall statue will be installed outside the John A. Wilson building along Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest on March the 3rd at 11:30 a.m. with a dedication by Mayor Muriel Bowser and Council Chair Phil Mendelson. This is a big deal for D.C. Look, I'm not going to dismiss everything Marion Barry did because he was caught trying to buy cocaine from the FBI. I'm not going to dismiss it. And when he got caught, Marion Barry said, it was a setup. They set me up. I started using coke, and how was I supposed to know these were FBI agents? They set him up. Marion, you kind of set yourself up, broski. You know, how is it a setup when you want to buy some coke and somebody says they're going to sell it to you and they turn out to be, federal agents? Because you're trafficking, you're asking for an illegal substance, Mayor of D.C. Marion got elected after that too, by the way. This goes to show you, every time these black folks talk about me being a stepping fetching Negro and a tool of the white man, I'm like, are you clowns crazy? You elected a crackhead. And they've done it more than once. And full of crooks over. I'm just telling. I have no bias against a black politician. In fact, there's a guy running, I believe, out of Illinois, black dude, ex-military guy, running as a Republican. I fully support this brother, and he is a stellar candidate based on his accomplishments. Put it this way. He's Obama with an actual track record of accomplishment. That's what he reminds me of. If Obama had done something good with his life and done it the right way and even led the Democrat Party the right way, he's the Republican version of a competent Obama. I know that's kind of a backhanded compliment in a strange kind of way, but I mean it as a compliment to him. And I forget his name. I've got it written down because I'm going to help his campaign for sure. Anyway, back to the statue. So they say the statue is commissioned by the Executive Office of the Mayor in partnership with the D.C. Commission on the Arts and Humanities and the Marion Barry Commission. The artist behind the statue is Maryland-based Stephen Weitzman of Weitzman Studio. Barry, dubbed Mayor for Life, is known for having been elected 4 times, his time in the D.C. Council, and a scandal that led him to being convicted of a misdemeanor cocaine possession. On Barry, the Washington Post's Mark Fisher once wrote that, quote, no other mayor has come close to his achievement in providing first jobs for poor young black residents. Okay. Look, again, I don't want to condemn the dead. And Marion Barry is certainly, he's more than the crack cocaine possession, or the cocaine, whatever it was. I think it was probably crack. But he's bigger than that. No question about it. But do we really? And I know there are people that are arguing. Kevin, he was the mayor 4 times. D.C. elected him. He did some good things for D.C. And I won't even tell you that that's not the case, because I was looking at how he would go back and ask for more money for different things. And there was a point early on where I really believe Marion Barry was truly trying to do good for D.C. And I can tell you when it got screwed up, for those of you who care. It got screwed up when Marion Barry stopped following his instincts and saying, I'll hire the right people to do the right thing for this city. And then he decided to start hiring his cronies, his buddies. He was like MC Hammer. He had an entourage. And those people were totally self-indulgent, as most leftists are. And they didn't care about what Marion Barry wanted to accomplish for the city. It was what could they get out of it. And you had one of the most corrupt, cities. It's a district, but it's, operates like a city in the world. And because they do run different, it's a district. And a lot of people come into the district to work and leave. And so the tax base disappears and a lot of other things. Barry had some legitimate things on how they should get funded. But in the end, D.C. just ended up looking like shoot 'em up, bang, bang, Chocolate City. Chocolate City wherever. New Orleans, Chocolate City, Detroit. And so it gets a reputation for being one of the most dangerous cities, when all around it is wealth, engulfed in wealth, in fact. And D.C., average incomes, just crazy numbers across the board. And Marion Barry not doing anything you got all these black folks in one place that could be the shining city on the hill and represent blacks well, the way Atlanta believes itself to be. And it was squandered. Worst schools in the nation, crime through the roof, fraud in government, and so on and so forth. That's where I blame them. Now, as far as the statue goes, who cares? They want to pay $300,000 to build an 8-foot statue of Marion Barry and install it somewhere in D.C. I get it. But, worse things have happened. But to put a crackhead in a statue and then complain about statues of other people, I'm talking about these Confederate statues and part of history, I think is disingenuous. Anyway, folks, we've got a ton to talk about today. Keep it here. I loved it. You guys have tuned in yet again. I want to cover enigmas. Again, we did it earlier in the broadcast, and we'll do some more of that here in a bit.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful 4-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.